Hi there, it's Kathy at One Sweet Shop. I thought I'd show you my little production area. I'm making some coffee dye paper right now, and this is my table that I set up whenever I'm doing this. And I make coffee dye paper almost every day now because I am, and see it's all wet. Look at my table is so stained. I have to use all these plastic table coverings. In fact, I'm gonna run up to Dollar Tree right away and buy a few more party ones. And I lay my paper down and then I spray it with the coffee to really soak it and get it to soak in. And I'm going to show you, where's a couple pieces here? Here's a couple pieces. This is what it looks like when it's dry. So it has all that nice marbling in it. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this in a few minutes. So I'm going to cut the video and I'm going to come back and show you what else I'm doing with this paper. It's something new that I'm going to put into my shop. So anyway, I'll be back soon. Bye-bye. See ya. Hi there. Well, I came back and I actually took off for a little while and I went for a little run to the Dollar Tree. So we were talking about the coffee dye paper I've been making, and I'll show you a whole pile of it here. This is a pile, and every day in the morning I set some up to do, and then when I get off work at night I set some up to do, so it sits over during the night and dries, and I just continue that every day. So this stuff has not been ironed yet, but I am planning to iron it so it's all nice and flat. Sometimes it takes away that nice crinkly sound we get, so, which is kind of sad. I really love the sound of crinkly paper. So these ones I had done, some of them are plain, and then some of them I was doing with a pattern. So there's probably going to be two or three types in my store eventually. It's not going to be right away because it's going to take me probably a month to get enough put away that I can put it out for sale, and there'll be lots out there for people to choose from. And it'll be a mixture. I'll either have the plain white, I'll have the printed with lace. And I don't really give a selection of what the print is going to be. It's just going to be random prints because I do it as just a giant pile. And you just kind of get what you get. And then I'm doing something else. So this is some of it. And this is some more. I've got more here piled here. And then I've got some in the making. And there's some more here. This stuff I actually did iron already. And it's beautiful. It's got all sorts of different lace designs. So that'll be in my shop. I'm actually trying to remove some of the stuff from my shop that's a physical item and just focus on one item. And I thought the coffee paper would be that one item because when I did do it before, people loved it. They said it was just fabulous paper. Now I want to show you something else. This is something else I've been doing. Now, this is also coffee dye paper, but I have actually been adding oxide to it. And I've been shading them. And I'm going to show you how I did that. And this paper also is going to be an assortment of flowers. The paper pack is going to have an assortment of flowers. I'm not sure how many types of flower I'll have, but it will have an assortment of flowers. And what I'm using is the stencil. I bought the stencil at a second-hand shop, and I thought, let's see how it works. So this is the coffee paper that I was using this week, and I thought, you know what, let's try these stencils on it. So I'm going to pull that over. I'll put that up there. And all I did is I went up to the Dollar Tree and I got a couple more of these. I have these. I actually have some blenders also that I really liked, and I'm going to try them too. But this is just a little, like a little blushing brush. Alrighty, I'm back again. I had a phone call that I had to take, and, whoops, I better put this away. That's for another video. And in the meantime, I was sitting there on the phone. I was actually using my brush and my stencil here to do some colors. So I'll show you some of the pages that I did with that stencil. And I actually kind of like this. I like that they're just a little different. I think it would be really, really cute in like a vintage type journal that maybe, you know, like spring flowers and, or something shabby where you want just something different on the prints. But they actually turned out really good. There's different types. I'm going to do another one here. I actually had videoed making some, and what happened is my camera was not centered properly, so I couldn't actually show you what I'd been doing. But let's make one with, and I'm going to use my inker on here because I know that this little sponge here is pretty wet. Let's make, I like these ones, so let's make some of these ones. And all I'm doing is I'm taking this brush and I'm rubbing. And I'm kind of pressing down hard. You know, I'm trying to get all the color off this little brush. It's just a little makeup brush. But I didn't want to totally soak it too much because it makes the flower way too dark. Let's make a couple bigger ones that match. There we go. Same flower. I've been going like this on my dauber here because it's got quite a bit of the ink on it. So, and do you know what else I thought? Why couldn't we, and I'm going to show you something, why couldn't we use up our Inkotank inks? Or say we have some ink cartridges that are still have a couple little bit of stuff in them. Why couldn't we use that for this? And so I'm going to be playing around here a little bit. I think I might be seeing whether or not I actually can do that with some of my old ink cartridges. You know, I'll show you some of the ink when say when we get our Inkotank bottles. Lots of times when my bottle is completely used up, I still have like a couple drops in the bottom there, and I really hate to throw it away. And I thought, what if I took and just kind of diluted it a little bit and put it on a foam pad, not one of these ones, but on a little one of those little foam pads. You could buy those little ones at Walmart even, just to clean out the bottle. And then could I use this brush to add the color to pages like this? I'm going to try it just because I think it might be something to try. I want to see whether or not I can get more use out of whatever ink I can find that's left. Look at, I've been brushing and I'm putting little brown marks on my table here, on my desk, but that's okay. That's a nice dark one. But look at how good that turns out, and it's adorable. It doesn't affect the other side because it doesn't soak right through, but it gives this side of the paper just a little bit of something different that maybe you wouldn't see. You could add a little pocket with lace on it, and you'd have these little daisies there peeking out. So I don't know. It's something to try. So, you know, these little blenders are like $1.50. And we can use our Distress Oxide or our Distress inks with it to do the little bit of color on our coffee paper. And this paper with the flowers, I'm going to do a whole bunch. Hopefully I can get like maybe 100 or 120 done. And then that way I have like 10 packages of it to go out to sell. So, and along with these ones too, I'll have lots of this hopefully done. Maybe a month or two. I'm not quite sure when I'm gonna. I think some of my physical listings end in a couple months, and I'm not relisting them. So I'll be putting this stuff out instead. I'll be doing all coffee paper. It'll be a whole shop will be full of coffee paper. And I'm going to be trying different colors and stuff with inks on my coffee paper just to give us a variety and see what happens. It just simplifies my life a little bit. You know, we're always packaging up stuff. And when you work a full-time job, it gets to be a little hard sometimes to be spending as much time on doing things that we'd like to be doing. So, but I have way more stencils than this. As soon as I can find them, I'm going to be pulling those out and showing you, because I have some really wild stencils that I bought. I think I bought some at Walmart. I think I bought some at a Dollarama. I've just been packing away stencils lately because I wanted to try this for a long time. But anyway, I'm glad you joined me, and it's just something new. So you saw how I dye my paper. I just throw it all on a great big table and spray it all down with coffee. Let it dry overnight. And now you see how I've stenciled and some of the pretty lace paper I make. I do this with tablecloths and placemats and whatever I can find. In fact, tonight at the Dollar Tree, I found 2 round placemats that almost look like trees. And I can't wait to make some coffee paper out of it, because I think it's going to be really interesting to see. So, but have fun crafting and enjoy yourself. And in a couple months' time, pop into my shop. Maybe you'll see some of this paper. And you have yourself a great day and enjoy your crafts. Thanks so much for coming. Bye-bye.